through the Ministry of Local Government, designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better. PDM, my parish, my development, my life.
Live from UPC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Good morning, and thank you so much for keeping it with us on UBC TV. Welcome to this particular on this Friday, where we are going to be discussing something very important, and that is bakery entrepreneurship, a path to employment creation. And I'm not alone, because I know not so much, apart from the home economics I did at Mengo Senior Secondary School some years back, because I was so interested in the scent around the school canteen. Those that went to Mengo, when you pass through the canteen, that aroma, I don't know if it's still there, but our days at Mengo Senior Secondary School, that is what it was. Now today, I have a beautiful lady who does have tested some of her goodies from her bakery. And she's with me here, Hilary Marion Kasolo.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I'm very fine.
Yes.
Most of today, when my king is marking 33 years on the throne.
Oil hail the king. Congratulations.
The Kabaka. I love calling him because I feel deeply rooted. But let's go to business.
Yes.
Today. Now, first and foremost, tell us about yourself.
My name is Christian. I'm the CEO of Macario. Yes.
Now, what inspired you into bakery, of all things that they were there for you to do?
So my grandmother is the one who taught me about how to bake. She made a cake one day when we were in America, and she our church actually, and the cake was really good. So I asked her to teach me how she made it, and then I made it and I turned it into a business in America. I came here and I restarted it again with the help of my mom, and now it's going really well.
Now, when you talk about bakery, briefly to someone hearing of this for the first time, how would you, in simplicity, not the American way, define, describe bakery?
I would say bakery is like confections. I know people know that bakeries have confections, and it's when someone puts together some sugar, butter, eggs, flour to create this beautiful, tasty dessert that you can have at your home to have for breakfast with your family, or after dinner as dessert, or to have on celebrations like birthdays, weddings, kuhinjiras, kwanjulas, all these different types of events. You graduate school, you're engaged, you can have a cake for that event. It's up to you. It can be any design, any shape, any way that you would like it, any flavor, okay? As long as it's a celebration or some kind of event, I would think you need something that is baked.
Wonderful. Now, we're looking at it as a pathway to employment.
Yes.
How does this, because in the Western world, it is that almost every home someone can bake. Coming back home, Ugandans are more into bread and nothing more. Majority of them, what they have for breakfast is bread.
Yes, they love bread.
What they know that comes from the bakery is bread. I see men, when going back home, they pass by a supermarket, and we have what we call a kavera.
A kavera.
Can you pronounce that properly?
A kavera.
A kavera.
Kavera.
Okay, let's go with that. Now, you must go back home with a kavera in a reasonable manner.
Yes.
And one thing that never misses is bread. So what has been your experience? How has the business been moving on regarding bakery?
So the business has been moving on really well. I started it, I believe, in August of last year. I took a baking class just to get the semantics of how to bake in Uganda, because baking in Uganda is a little bit different from baking in America. In America, you can bake and ice your cake in white chocolate and milk, and then you will take it outside in the sun and it will melt completely. So in Uganda, you have to figure out what products and what ingredients actually work for where you are. So yeah, that's the definition of baking.
Now, you're almost making a year in this business.
Yes.
What have been your main achievements?
My main achievements. First of all, every single customer that I serve, I'm excited about, and I'm happy to serve them because everyone is important. Everyone is very, very important. But my biggest event that I've done so far was Baby Gloria's Kwanjula. I made her Kwanjula cake, and it was a big deal because she's a star, okay? And the fact that she chose me and my company to do this for her showed me that my business was actually really good. It showed me that I'm doing something that's right.
So that's
and
the
correct.
thing I saw in the pictures.
Yes.
Is that the one there again?
Yes, that's the one.
I
That's the
remember
one.
her function was all over social media.
Yes, it was. And it was a very, very good experience to start out with. And I'm so blessed that I got to make that cake. And I'm blessed that I had a wonderful team helping me to make this cake.
Now, away from that, what have been also your outstanding challenges? Because rather it's success, definitely. Sometimes there are challenges.
Yes, one of my biggest challenges, I've had a couple, but one of them is probably the electricity in Uganda. The electricity in Uganda
That messed me up this morning.
Oh no. Yeah, well, just imagine you have an order, your machines only work with electricity to mix them, and then the power just goes off. It's due at 8 a.m. in the morning, and right now it's 4 p.m. You are in trouble. One of my biggest challenges has been the fact that electricity just goes, okay? And one of my other challenges has probably been resources, because I've gotten a few calls. I got a few calls recently where someone wanted me to teach them baking and to also give them a job in baking. And I wish I had the resources and the time to actually give them, to teach them and give them a job. So my two biggest challenges are electricity and resources.
Now, you've talked about electricity. Of course, so many Ugandans will understand that. I lost quite a number of fish in my aquarium.
Oh,
It
no.
looked very disturbing waking up and they're floating.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm just trying to reconnect the beauty that I've lost.
Yes.
But of course, we have hope. And I want to encourage you and all Ugandans that our government is working on that. Now, let's broaden the scope away from cake. What else does your company do?
Okay, so aside from cakes, we make cookies, we make daddies, we make all kinds of celebration cakes. And also, just aside from making cake, we also teach people how to make cake. I have a team at home that I've put time into for them to actually learn how to bake. So yeah, those are the different things we do.
I love seeing cake. I'm not so much into eating. So much. Just just to feel, yes, the presence, and I've also enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Now, you talked about all types of cake. That means that some cakes are for specific functions.
Okay.
Of course, the wedding cake is obvious. What are the do we have a special cake for engagement, a special cake to congratulate yourself upon divorce? A special yes, you know.
Yes, people.
Someone could become a problem to you, and once they are gone, you have a reason to celebrate.
Yes, of course, absolutely. People can celebrate whatever celebrations they want to have. Okay, No one's going to tell you that, hey, you can't have a cake because you've been divorced. No, no one's going to tell you that. You can dictate exactly what you want to celebrate. And I wouldn't necessarily say that there is a specific cake for this kind of event, aside from the design of the cake. Some people might say that fruit cake is for weddings. Another person will tell you that, no, I will have fruit cake in my home on the dining table, and I will eat it as often as I want, right? But the reality is that you can have any kind of cake for any kind of event. The only thing that's going to be different is whether it is iced properly or not iced at all. It's up to you and your specifications that you would like.
Well, we are still with Hilary Marion Kasoro. She is CEO of Macaros Bakery, and we are looking at bakery, a pathway to employment creation, that you can venture into this and begin making money. A job for you if you're to venture into this. But what does it take for someone who is interested to venture into bakery?
It takes, first of all, dedication. You have to be dedicated to learning the craft. Because as much as cakes are this edible thing, but cakes can be an art. Someone might call you and they might say, I want a cake in the shape of a book. Or I want a cake in the shape of a house. I want a cake in the shape of, not even a shape, any specific shape, but I want it to be 6 feet tall. So you have to be dedicated to learning the art. You have to be dedicating to working hard and persevering and pushing and learning, because there's so many different techniques out there on how to achieve the same goal. I can make cake the Ugandan way. I can make cake the American way, because in every different country there's different specifications that people put in their cakes. Okay, so all it takes is, number one, for you to have the drive to learn, the passion for it, the desire for it. You have to really want it, because sometimes it's really a lot of work, right? So if something is a lot of work, you have to make sure that you love it even in the hard times. And number two, you need to have the funds. You don't need to have so much money, but you need to have some money and some capital to start the project, meaning money to buy a mixer, flour, eggs, sugar. You have to have some kind of community that you're going to start with as customers. You can't just start saying that, oh, I'm going to bake and not share it with anyone else that you're baking. You have to say that, okay, I have this community, I have these people, I can reach out to them and let them know that, hey, this is what I'm doing. I want you to support me. I want you to help me. I want you to see what I'm doing. So I think those are the things that it takes for a person to get into baking. But it doesn't take a lot, really. It's just be dedicated, love the craft, keep learning, have the money, have the community to support you, and then you have a baking business.
Well, that is what it takes. Now, I want to ask you a question that many times I've had with people in a business like you. And how have you managed to successfully handle this? First is pressure.
Pressure?
Someone has a wedding on Saturday. Today is when they have been able to get money, or yesterday, and they want a birthday or a wedding cake, and now you're tempted to get that money. Because I've looked at your record and it seems clear from the time you began, you've not had these challenges. I've gone to so many weddings. I've been a chairperson of weddings, introductions.
Yes.
That now I want to urge people, since all my brothers and sisters are done, don't give me that again. It's very tiresome.
Yes.
You spend a lot of your own money
yes.
as the chairperson to see things work out.
Okay.
But one of the challenges we faced, the cake person.
The cake person.
The cake person.
Okay.
You make an order. You can even sweat palms.
Really?
Cake tenatuka in Luganda, it means the cake has not yet arrived.
Yes.
Chairman, cake iriwa. You try to call, the phones they're not picking, then they're off. cake has not yet arrived.
Yes.
Two, sometimes the person tells you, give me the money. Now, when you try to pester the person to move according to your pace, he tells you, but you gave me money late. Why did you refuse my money? That you can't deliver as I want to.
Yes.
Then the other is you order for something else. I love a cake, I think it's called Black Forest.
Yeah, Black Forest.
That's my favorite.
Oh, wow.
Now, when they bring Black Forest, I think it is Black River. Something totally different.
Yes.
So how have you managed to maintain professionalism in this business that I find complicated at some point?
Well, number one, you mentioned pressure, timekeeping, and doing something different from what the customer has requested you. Pressure. The pressure can be there. The pressure to deliver something beautiful. Because as I said, baking is an art. Someone's going to send you a cake in the shape of the FIFA World Cup. If you know you cannot make a cake in the shape of FIFA World Cup, do not take the order. Do not take the order if you know that there's no way that you're going to be able to deliver. So the way I make sure that, you know what, I'm actually going to be able to do this is I asked for a photo from the customer. I asked them their expectations. I'm like, hey, what do you want? What do you want to see? Is it this color? Is it that color? This shape? Are you sure? This big? Is that exactly what you want? And then I make sure I have the manpower to get it done. If I need help, if I need to outsource some people to help me, I make sure that those people are there and that we deliver something good. Timekeeping. The one thing you should know about me is I really keep time. In America, things run on time. It's a fast pace. So I've learned that from the American culture that time is really important. Time is money. You cannot waste someone's time and say that, hey, I'm going to be at your function at 3 and you arrive at 5. And me personally, I like to have privacy when I'm setting up my cakes at functions. I don't want to be setting up oh, wow, what are they doing? Oh my God, you know, so that's just my personal view. So, and then delivering things that customers did not ask for, I haven't had that experience just yet. When I say the cake is going to look this way, that's how it looks, because I've made sure prior to taking the order that I can actually deliver what they're asking. I'm not going to take someone's money if I know that I'm not able to deliver what they need and what they want.
Now, you've hinted on teaching young people, people who want to learn. So how best can one locate you?
You can find me in Salama Munyonyo. You can call me as well on my number, 0776-106-109, and you will get in touch with me.
These days we do social media pages.
Yes.
Do you have a website?
You can find me. The best way to find me is on TikTok. I'm on TikTok, and the number I just read you, and I'm also on Instagram under Macarius Bakery. Even on TikTok, it's Macarius Bakery.
Macarius Bakery.
Yes.
Well, what is your final remark to young ladies out there? Uganda is faced with a challenge of unemployment, and more so young ladies out there. Many are looking for jobs, and failure to find jobs, many have resorted into very many activities. You see them on social media. Today some openly can say, I'm a lady of the night, I'm going to deliver myself, I'm coming to, you know, because they don't have meaningful employment. So what advice would you give to the young ladies out there? Because some of these monies, they get them. We meet these young girls and she's having a phone of about 3M, 5M, 6M, and she's unemployed.
Yeah.
But she can raise that money, whatever, at least she was able to get the money to have that phone. So what message do you have for some of those girls?
For people who don't have employment and are looking for ways to make money, I would encourage you to look into baking, and I would encourage you to not give up and to not do things that are promiscuous to get you money. Baking is not a very difficult thing. You can start off small. You can start with cookies, Cookies are a very simple thing to make. They don't die fast. They're delicious. So you can start off by making cookies for other people. I just encourage you to really look into baking because it's a really good business for you to do. Those are my final words to the young ladies. But also I want to say thank you for having me on the show. And I want to thank our producer as well, Hector, for inviting me to be here today.
And of course, I want to thank Mom. You said you learned from Mom. I think earlier on there was a picture of her and you. I'm just guessing.
Yes.
I don't know if that is, if my producer, Davis, if you can have that quickly before we go. I just want to thank her for having inspired you into baking. Mom, we thank you wherever you are. Thank you for passing on
thank you, Mom.
and being very supportive to this young lady in this profession. I feel very happy whenever I see young women coming out, starting businesses and employing others. Well, we'll go for a break. I'll return in the next hour. Have the best and keep it with us.
Live from UPC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
In a nation hungry for truth, a world where every story matters, there exists a beacon of trust and reliability. For decades, they've been our voice and our window to the world, holding the mirror of our history. With 4 TV stations and 11 radio channels spanning 27 languages, they stand as guardians of information, defenders of truth. With Mascari Heritage Advantage, they uphold every citizen's right to reliable and free information. Their archived stories shaped our past and illuminate our present. Yet now, as new challenges arise and the world evolves, their mission faces its greatest test yet. Be part of our journey and let's navigate the unknown, uncover the untold, and safeguard our future together. Tune into your public broadcaster, for it is the intersection of trust and truth. Because to UBC, your story, every story, and every voice matters. UBC, inspiring Uganda.
All of Africa, welcome everyone.
My question is, what is the difference between rental tax and income tax? How comes I'm paying both taxes on my own premises? If you want to have a tin, but you are not making any income from your business, you should take on the obligation to continue filing your nil return.
General, to invest in taxation. When people understand taxes and they know the importance of taxes and they know the fair assessment of these taxes they're supposed to pay, I think everybody will embrace taxation.
As banning groupage cargo, clearance protects small traders who cannot afford to import full container loads individually and rely on consolidation to remain competitive. Cargo to come in groupage is consolidation, it's legitimate, and we can't ban it. What we have banned, or what we have stopped, is the use of container leaders. Now, Fiona, the good news I have for you is that among the new tax proposals,
Now, you can get direct answers. Send your tax-related questions via WhatsApp or SMS to 0790-141-887, and the Commissioner General of URA, John Musinguzi, will personally address them. Tune in to UBC News Tonight every Monday and Wednesday for expert insights and clear explanations. Booza Commissioner.
Hi, I'm called Baka, and welcome to Kiswahili Kimoja. Let's look at some vegetables. Tuangalie mboga. Mchicha. Mchicha. Spinach. Mama anakata mchicha. Mama anakata mchicha.